Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to do like slide in, slide out on a GIF for running in the 90s where it's a cat driving a car. There we go. All right, let's test this out. It works. But I need to make it longer. Aw, darn. Okay, hold up. I'm so sorry. Animation duration. I think it's like roughly. How many seconds is the running?
So a while ago, I made a video.
I don't know. It's roughly around there. Jet Set Radio Trick Noise. I need to make that into a GIF. I'm just gonna put GIFs on all of my sound alerts because that way it's a little bit more entertaining than just sound. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. What you got? Right? Hmm. Hold on. There was a little hiccup. Hold on. Mm. There was just like a little glitch and like something's not working. Here, 1 second. Thank you for being so patient with me. I appreciate you. Alright. Cool. Cool. Now I'm going to make sure that my text-to-speech bot is working. Yay. That one always ends up in the frits. I don't know why. It just always does. And I probably need to add some background music. Not necessarily. Mm. Mm-hmm. I know that I have it as a separate audio. Yeah. I'll probably just... Yeah. I know that the recording never picks it up because I made sure that it's separated like that. Let's see. Alert box is working. Now I just need Pog Online Poggers. Oh, good. Pog Online Poggers is online. And now to turn on the Twitch integrated throwing system. Because whenever there's bits, they expect bits to be thrown at me. So now... There we go. Yep. We got some monies from Kingdom Hearts. Okay. All right. I got some games to talk about. I feel good. This looks good. All right. Okay. I feel good. This looks good. All right. Yay, yeah. Okay. So I'm going to make sure that this is on the other screen and not in the way. And then I'm going to make sure that this is the Discord right here. And then I'm going to make sure that... Ah, shit, I forgot about the music. Okay, hold on. Background. Chill. PS2. Playlist, please. PlayStation Lo-Fi and Chill? Sure. Okay. I think I have it to where it's showing up. Yes. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay. To the starting soon screen. Woo! Okay. Fuck, I need to think of a title. I'm gonna do. We're talking PS2 gems, and Dandelion won't shut up about brawlers. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Okay, there we go.
God,
No.
how did y'all
Okay,
like
hold on.
the
Hold
mute
on.
show?
Well,
I'm
anyways,
listening
hold
to
on.
myself.
Let me also change up my audio settings on this
Oh,
thing.
so yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoyed the mute show. It's something I've been trying with my pal starting soon. I mean, StellaNeko.
Starting soon.
All right. So as of course we
Oh my
have our
gosh.
audio check that is good, and if
Yeah, audio checks are always good.
all right, so as we get started, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of BCN. 7 episodes in. We should be more. Life happens, and shooting music videos with other people happens a lot. But you know what doesn't happen all the time is BCN. And I'm trying to make sure it happens quite a bit. In fact, this was Stella's idea.
Oh. Yeah, yes, this was my idea.
Exactly. And I'm finally getting to test my BCN setup with a VTuber, everybody. It's about time.
Hello.
I made this setup specifically for VTubers in case I do have one on the show one day. They don't have to, drive all the way out here or come in. You could just sign in on Discord or OBS Ninja or Tom from Toonami or anybody. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get introductions out of the way. We're being invaded by the intergalactic host with the most.
Yes.
She won't rest until all our video games are with her. The one, the only, the star cat from the heavens, StellaNeko!
Hello. Welcome, everybody, to yet another stream of StellaNeko. Today we are going to be talking about PS2 hidden gems.
And of course, we can't forget your host with the most, the one who brings you the best carcasses every day, the one that is the almighty lion of flowers, that is a blazing hot glory, that has the energy of 1,000 suns, and also follows the way of Fat Puku. Keep yourself in the gym, Dinda Lion. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? And as Stella said, today we are talking about PS2 Classics. A good 7th episode, ironically. It should have been episode 6 because the PS2 was technically 6th generation. But we're just going to go down and list some of our favorite classics and what we like about them. And I guarantee you most of y'all probably never heard of them.
You have to play Arctic Thunder if you play through an emulator. Oh, dude, yes,
What did you-
definitely.
Arctic Thunder,
So
what is
I
this?
have a first-time chatter over here on my end.
Ooh.
Hello, Diest Cartoons.
Yo,
Nice to see ya.
Yorino, I see you, bro. I see you, Yorino. You got
Yes,
you.
I actually played Arctic Thunder back in the day when it first came out onto the PS2.
Arctic Thunder, what is this?
Like back in like 2000, 2001-ish. It was actually really, really fun, especially on a steering wheel controller.
Oh, this was Arctic Thunder. I don't know why I was thinking this would be a movie tie-in
Arctic
game.
Thunder was absolute mayhem.
I'm
I absolutely
thinking-
loved it.
So I'm thinking this would be like a tie-in game to Tropic Thunder. The whole God, that's what I'm thinking. I was thinking something else.
Arctic Thunder? I don't know.
So I've seen this game in arcades. I never knew it had a console release.
Yes, it did have a console port.
Yeah, this used to be like Walmart all the freaking time. Me and my friends would just be on it racing each other. So it had a console port. Tell us a little about this console port. How was it? Was it fun?
Well, you see, it was very responsive. They had like at least a good, if I remember correctly, they had roughly around like 5 to 7 levels that you can choose from.
What?
Each of them had like super chaotic music soundtracks, especially the one where you go through Washington, D.C.
In
That
the
one
snow.
was absolutely chaotic.
Sounds like
Yes,
it
in
reminded
the
me.
snow.
It reminded me a lot of the what was the damn game by Sega? That
And there's
Daytona game.
rockets everywhere.
It felt like a snowboarding version of that Daytona game. That sort of game. I remember next to this cabinet used to be a motorcycle racing cabinet, and it's usually how I came across Arctic Thunder. But yeah, Arctic Thunder, definitely a classic. It's good to know that it had a console release. All right, well, they say ladies first, and you are my guest. So Stella, you first. Hit us with one of your best PS2 gems.
Well, I would say that some of my favorite PS2 gems, like I have this physical pile right here because I went through my little collection.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that one of the hidden gems that I want to talk about today is Hurdy-Gurdy, of all things. It is a puzzle type game where you play as a shepherd. It
We
is
need to watch
where
that.
basically you play as Hurdy. It is very cute. I love the art style. Very, like, polished character designs. Here, I can even
Okay.
pull it up. But hold on one second.
Oh, no. You're good. So whenever, I have to be careful
one
whenever
of my
I type.
chatters is talking about.
I have to be careful whenever I type because my mic, it's pinging my mic. You're good.
No worries, I didn't
You're good.
hear
Keep
it at
going.
all. This is actually my first time being on a podcast style stream, so for all of the chatters out there, please be patient with me. I will try my best to respond to you as I usually do, but I do have to make sure to take turns with my co-star.
Oh, read off one
So-
of them real quick.
So Deist Cartoon says, I played Arctic Thunder back at Chuck E. Cheese's and got the PS2 port in college.
Oh.
Dude,
Okay.
yes, I remember going over to Chuck E. Cheese, and I vividly remember the arcade version of that game.
All right.
And I remember the fans. They had like a bunch of fans on you.
All right. So I pulled up what it looks like, a picture of Hurdy-Gurdy. It's got a guy running from a bear.
So Hurdy-Gurdy is a like a puzzle game where you play as a shepherd. You're supposed to guide certain animals into certain pens, and you have to watch out for this pink bear-esque type thing called a grump.
Oh my God. So this.
So here, I'll open up my little PS2 thing. Here, a little bit of ASMR.
All right. So yeah, I got it
I'm
pulled
gonna-
up here.
I'm
It
gonna
looks
pull
like
up
Sheep
my little
Raider.
instruction manual.
It looks like Sheep Raider from what I'm seeing here.
Sheep Raider?
So that was
Huh?
so it was a PS1 game where you played as not Wile E. Coyote but Ralph the Wolf, and you're trying to steal the sheep from the big Looney Tune dog, and if he catches you, he would chase you. And I'm looking at some of the screenshots and what you described, and I'm like, oh, okay, so we got a little classic, the Sheep Raider.
Well, you see, it's kind of similar to that, except for it has like a whole entire ecosystem. Like, there's some animals that can drown, some that can swim. There's some animals that can fight each other if they are right next to each other. And the grump eats everything. So you have to make sure that you keep the grump away. And if the grump catches you, it will smack you all the way to the beginning of the area. So
Damn.
it will distance you from your animals, and it will try to eat all of your stuff while you're trying to backtrack your way back.
Okay, let's see this.
It gets pretty difficult, but I think that the learning curve for it is pretty fair, to be honest.
So we got a little. Looks like we got like a little video of it right here. Oh my God, he runs like Tack. From Tack and the Power of Juju.
Hey, Goody!
Yeah, he does. He
Yeah,
runs
he
like
kind of
Tack.
has like this wide step. He has like the big hobbit feet.
I see. It doesn't look half bad. I'm surprised I
But-
never came
But the
across
cell
this.
shading, like for PS2, it ages really well.
Yeah, it's
Here,
holding
hold
up
on one
very,
second.
very
Let
well.
me try to pull up some game footage on my end as well, so that way my chatters can take a little gander.
Okay, yeah,
what
this
this
definitely
actually
this looks
looks
like
like.
something I would have played in my spare time a lot. Growing up, artistically, it does hold
only-
up pretty well. I'm surprised like a lot of people didn't talk about this. I wonder if XPlay even mentioned something about this game.
It was made by Core Design Production.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the obscure ones here.
Oh yeah, definitely.
cell
this
shading
is definitely one of those
never-
underground gems for sure.
Cell shading never gets old. All right, we'll put
Let's
Hurdy-Gurdy up
see.
there then. We'll put it up there. Alrighty. Well, now, while you pull that up, 'tis my turn, ladies
Here.
and gentlemen. And I already know the first
Here,
game.
I'm gonna mute this, and then
First game I wanted to lead with right away. Let me look up some gameplay because this one I was surprised at how many friends I had back in high school.
Kicks in door. Oh my gosh.
Who kicked in the door?
Hi, Otaku Sauce. How's it going?
Break the walls down! Otaku
Jack is the goat.
san!
That's what I'm talking about. Another hidden gem is Disney Extreme Skate Adventure. Heck yeah.
Hey, I'm
I had
iffy.
That one on my
I'm iffy about
GameCube.
that one. I got that one because I couldn't afford Tony Hawk one day, and that was hit or miss with me. Well, actually, to be fair, my brother had that one. He had the PS2. We tried that. That's a
Dude,
bit hit or
I
miss.
ended up listening to "Where's Your Head At" so many times.
All right, I'm finna
on
throw
that
mine.
game.
I'm finna throw mine out there real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Rogue Galaxy. I found this one completely. I found this game by accident. It was back in high school. 360 broke. All I had was my PS2. I didn't know this existed. Somebody let me try it. It was at a game store called Power Play. They let me try it out. And I decided to go home and play it. I found out it was made by the people who made White Knight Chronicles. Level 5, the same people who did Ni no Kuni. No load times. When you went through areas, they ran slow as hell, but the combat was worth it. The special attacks were spectacular. Cell-shaded art style that doesn't age.
There we go.
Very animated. She did not just turn herself into hurdy-gurdy. Y'all, she done turned herself into hurdy-gurdy.
Hold on, I'm currently editing right now. It's fine.
StellaNeko got a bunch of forms, everybody.
It's fine.
So she's officially known as starting soon and hurdy-gurdy. You can shapeshift.
Oh my gosh. Seriously?
You out here shapeshifting, ain't you?
Yeah. Oh, come on.
But no, going back to what I was saying, this was actually a pretty good, solid RPG. I definitely enjoyed the story. The most it
go.
ramped up. The boss battles were great. You could teleport to different areas. There was good replay value. There was good reason to go back and collect a lot of the chests and weapons.
Yes, that is the Dandelion.
Yes, it is. It is I, Sir Denda of the Lions. The one thing about this game, though, Stella, about Rogue Galaxy, that to this day, I still can't figure out. They didn't even start making a guide on how to do this until 2 years ago, is the factory. So you can make a factory in here to mass produce all the shit you need. All the items and everything you need. The thing is, you actually had to set up the factory. So you needed to have the power supply, like 3 different power supplies, the track, or what do they call them?
So wait, hold up. I'm lost a little bit. I only have one single brain cell here. What game are we talking about again?
Rogue Galaxy. Oh my God, you have not been listening to me. You know what? Starting soon.
I'm sorry.
Your brain is starting soon. I'm sorry, but no. We're talking about
Okay.
Rogue Galaxy.
Rogue Galaxy.
Rogue.
Rogue Galaxy.
Rogue
Oh,
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rogue
that
Galaxy.
factory was murder. Trying to set that factory up was the worst thing. You had to set up the assembly lines, everything from scratch. But much like Hurdy-Gurdy, I think the game holds
Yeah,
up pretty well.
My hubby has this game. I never played it though.
Oh, it's good. This is, in my opinion, if you
Yeah.
told me a Kingdom Hearts killer, it could have been this. It could have been
Really?
this. Like, it graphically, I still think Hurdy-Gurdy holds up a little bit more because the animation looks a little bit more fluid. But visually, Rogue Galaxy is there, delivers a great time, and yes, dare I say, better than Final Fantasy. And it's really hard because I love Final Fantasy X. I really do. But this was that good shit. This was that goodness. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh wow. Yeah, the gameplay looks actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Complete action game. The voice acting was great too. An interstellar adventure. Your turn, Stella.
I really
Wait.
like the use of the textures on the 3D models. They really leaned on that.
And it's hard to
And
believe.
so it ages pretty well.
You could like say early PS. It looks like an early PS3 game as well.
Yeah, I could see that, like, especially with but the stylization of the textures look really nice, especially on the dude's clothing.
Jaster's hair used to trip me out because depending on the angle, it never made sense.
Yeah. He looks like he's got helmet hair.
He does. All right, Stella, you're up now. Hit us with another one.
All right. So, I am a major Kingdom Hearts nerd, but I will save that for later. I would say that another game that I would like to talk about is actually a racing game.
Ooh.
So, have you ever played ATV Off-Road Fury?
Yes, I have.
So, ATV Off-Road Fury has quite a bit of of nostalgia for me. Mainly because of this one little challenge me and my little brother would do.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my gosh. So we would go all the way over to like the canyon level. And the canyon level has like this little archway that goes across it. Let's see. Hold on.
Did y'all
Is
like try
there,
to jump off the archway? Like,
Well, no. We tried to go across it. Yeah. Hold on. Canyon level.
yeah, this is
Canyon Run.
definitely one of the games everybody saw or they owned, but they never talked about playing a lot. Because I actually saw this at a lot of my friends' houses, but we never sat down and played it like that.
Yeah.
You were saying?
So, let's see. Hold on. Was it Canyon or was it the was it Canyon Run? No. Canyon Country was different. What was the one where it was desert? Okay, hold on. Oh no.
He's
Which one is
really
it?
trying to
I'm
find
gonna
it.
have to go over to the handy dandy little instruction manual.
They got
Here.
the.
Maybe
Do they
it'll
list
tell
the
me.
courses in there?
I don't know, do they? I'm looking through it. Ooh, it's in color. The instruction manual's in color. That's pretty cool.
Oh, so you didn't have a greatest
yeah.
hits copy?
No, well, I do have a greatest hits copy.
Lucky.
Yeah, this one has
Well-
it in full color and everything.
Well, elaborate a little bit on that memory there. You and your brother used to do what in the stage?
Okay. So there's this one level where it's like, okay, hold on, they are talking about the different thingies, but I want to be able to like show off. Crater Park. That's it, Crater Park.
Creator Park.
Okay, Crater Park. Okay, hold on. This one. Oh, come on. Don't give me
It's
that.
so worth
Don't give me that.
Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy themes at this point. It's so worth.
Okay, so Crater Park, basically, it's like this western desert type area, very Grand Canyon type of thing. So there's this natural archway that they tried to make where it goes in between two plateaus. And so the clipping on this thing is absolutely ridiculous, okay? Like, if you even stare at a polygon wrong, you will fall off your ATV.
Oh my God.
It is definitely quite the challenge. And so me and my brother, we actually challenged each other to go through this natural bridge that goes in between these two plateaus.
Yes.
It's actually on the cover of the game itself. And so me and my brother, we were like, oh yeah, I bet you can't go across there and back, because it's actually quite the challenge to not fall off and die.
Y'all fell off and died.
So we would play free play, so that way we wouldn't even have to worry about the racing part of it. Like, just the fact that games had like this free play mode where you can just explore around the 3D arenas to your leisure was great. And I hope that future games will also implement that as well. I know that there's a lot of open world games nowadays, but it would be really cool if there are some intentional bonus features where you can just explore the map if it's more of a structured pathway.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you're talking
Like if
about
it's on
here.
rails.
I see what you're talking about here. And yes, I do agree. A lot of games having the exploration mode be in the stages is something that's missed a lot. Like open world, when it was introduced, was good, but it's been done so much, and they usually just, as people say, they leave it empty. Versus is what we got back in like Crash Team Racing, for example. Like Mario Kart World is cool and all, but Crash Team Racing did it first and better in my opinion. We didn't need open world races. Exploring the maps, most definitely. But I think I found Crater Park. Is this the bridge? I think that's the bridge you were talking about. All right, well, since we're on the topic of racing games, I know people didn't play this. If you saw X play, is the only way you knew about this game. So I used to have it on GameCube, and I eventually got it on PS2. And that is Freak Style.
Freak Style.
Yeah, so ATV Off-Road Fury, I knew about it, but I didn't actually get to play it until about a year or two ago. I always saw it, and yeah, it was fun. I played it with one of the security guys at my past job, and that's why like I consider it a hidden gem because I knew people who had it, but not a lot of people talked about it or really just sat down and played it unless you were into that. And the same goes for Freak Style. Freak Style was the definition of early 2000s motocross. Like literally, these people you would select characters
This
and
looks pretty cool.
yeah, I've streamed it a couple of times too. They just come up and talk like that was freaking Deegan. Deegan was my boy. He would just come up, hey, I'm Deegan. Hey, Mike Metz would just talk smack. Steffi would come up and just be this giggling crazy.
Giving major SSX vibes.
That's the thing. It might as well have been SSX for motocross. And essentially you're racing through these maps were crazy. These huge crazy maps, and you're trying to bust a trick you're pulling off as many tricks to activate your freak
I
meter.
need to fast forward because they have a lot of flashing.
Oh, they do? Okay, so we're the one you pulled up. So like on my end, this is like one of the main maps I always did was the first map of any race. These maps were out of control, and I miss these in a lot of games. I think Mario Kart is the only racing game I know that does maps to these crazy extents, and you're jumping off hill after hill after hill. You're trying to bust the trick, getting your freak style meter up so you can go crazy. You play it right, you can damn near get unlimited boosts, and they would do the craziest moves. And like growing up, I had this game, but I couldn't think of any friend that did. No one ever heard of Freak Style. They played the other motocross games that, the 2K versions of them or whatnot, but no one I could think of ever played Freak Style. And this game just was the shit to me. I loved it. And yeah, you could, depending on how close people were to you, if you pulled a trick in midair, you'd actually hit the other person and knock them off.
Really?
Yes, but the killer of this game...
It had collision?
Yep.
That's cool.
But the best part about this game, and you're going to like this, Stella, was that music. So a lot of the sports games, like the street games, the football games, even the racing games, much like Freestyle and even ATV, had baller soundtracks. And some of my favorite rock songs really came from Freestyle.
Really?
Yes. Oh my goodness. The only downside is I can never remember. I have to look up the OST every time to find them, but man, I loved Freestyle. All right, I loved it. I didn't have any challenges like you and your brother did. Unfortunately, my brother wasn't big on Freestyle. He hated the game. You hear that? You hear that, King Packer? I'm calling you out anyway. He hated the game like crazy, so I didn't have that. But this is a racing game I definitely feel like is a hidden gem. Stupid Nat. This is definitely a racing game I feel is a hidden gem that people did not give a shot or really play that often. And I've only met one other person in Bluff City here that actually played the game. And that person works with me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I went that long with it. Oh, my goodness. Actually, I want to just throw something out there. Best song I heard as a kid through a video game, Party Hard by Andrew K. What about you?
Like, we're talking about, like just songs that were just on repeat when we were kids?
Yep. It could have been on the main menu or in the game. What's your favorite?
Like on this game?
Not on this
on
game.
Any game.
On any game. Like the Party Hard song wasn't in Freak Style. That was in Madden 2003 for me.
Gotcha. I would say that the soundtrack from Tony Hawk Underground was on repeat over and over again.
The character select one or
Well, I was able to put whatever song that I wanted onto the character creator on that one.
Oh, I didn't even know it
Mm-hmm.
could do that. You have me beat. All right, Stell, your turn. Hit us with another
Okay.
hidden gem.
Let's see. So, next up is going to be Katamari Damacy.
Ah, good one. Good one.
All right. So, Katamari Damacy is just one of those really cool little things where it's just like, it just felt unique for the time. And as, like, the cell shading on this thing is still so good. I loved it so much. It's just like, it was just like, it just, it just wowed me, you know? I was just like absolutely impressed by the visuals. I loved the weirdness of it all. It just felt like a game that I would enjoy. And it was just a chill game. You just rolled a
This
ball and stuck everything that you saw onto that ball. You just caused chaos.
this game, I heard about
It's just
it.
absolute insanity.
Oh my God, she turned green. She hulked out over. This game, I heard about this game when it was actually through Tom on Toonami, and I never got to play it, but I heard about Beautiful Katamari first, and then I started to learn about. Whoops, I hit my mic again, y'all.
Oh
Incoming.
yeah, Sonic Riders. That one was pretty good too.
But Sonic Riders is not much of a hidden gem. Like,
Yeah,
it's more of a lot of people didn't know how to play that one. But Katamari Damacy was fun. I never got to sit down and play it. I watched a buddy of mine, like when we would chill at his house after school, he'd plop this game in and just like zone out. It was his
I-
weed.
I didn't really have this game when I was a kid. I ended up buying this one when I, had adult money. And so, but one of my neighbor friends had this game, and I saw the cover of it, and I instantly fell in love with it. I was just like, what in the world? And I also played the demo that they had at the time when it first released. When it was over at the stores like Walmart or Target.
It was. Kmart. No, when it first released, Kmart was still there. So I remember seeing a demo for this in Kmart, yes.
Oh yeah, Kmart.
All right.
Rest in peace, Kmart.
Rest in peace, Kmart. All right, I got one. So this was one I always wanted to try, and I'm still looking for a copy of it now. And it looked like a really weird, like Monsters Inc. type of Halo knockoff. The game is called Alter Echo, and from what I understand,
Alter Echo?
yes, I never got to play this game, but it was one I always wanted to play. I would look up videos on it. And I remember a buddy of mine, I asked him if I could borrow it, but he never let me borrow it. So I'm putting this on the list of something I've just always wanted to play that I thought was cool. And you have like these, I think 2 or 3 forms you turn into when you're trying to save your world. I could be wrong. If anybody in chat has better knowledge of the game, by all means, school me. But to this day, I want to try to get a copy of this game and play it. Because when I first saw it, it reminded me of a colorful version of a game I played on PC called Betty Bad. Yeah, but just kind of throwing that one in there as an honorable
Wow,
mention.
the color palette on this thing is really nice.
Vibrant, and it's a lot of purple and gold in the game as well.
Yeah. Lots of cool tones.
Indeed. I think all the enemies wear red while the hero is like yellow and black. It's just like, that's not bad.
Having a complementary color for your character versus your background always helps.
Indeed, it
You
does.
want that readability. And it looks like based off of the animations of the attacks and everything, they do have a lot of really nice arcs on the attack. So
Yeah.
it makes it feel like it's very readable.
They're also pretty quick too. They're quick and not jank. A lot of PS2
Yeah, they
action
look snappy.
games. Yeah, a lot of PS2 action games. There would always be a little bit of jank there. Very few of them actually were good. You're
I
up
like
now.
how he has like this constant pulsing light thing that's going on his suit.
Kind of wonder if that's meant to just. Well, it's a nice little effect. I always wondered if that was just meant to pulse like that to show he could change it to the other forms.
I don't know.
God, he's got.
But
bitter.
it definitely makes it feel more organic. You know, like it's a heartbeat type of thing.
It does. And see, we don't get a lot of games like this anymore, too.
Echo looks kind of like Vex, says DS Cartoons.
Oh my God, I was thinking more of Legacy of Kain, but now I see it. I can't unsee it.
Yeah, Vex was definitely pretty edgy and colorful at the same time,
edgy,
too.
It was edgy and colorful. I wish the gameplay was better. I really wish the gameplay was better.
Yeah, this is kind of a vibe.
This one I'm going to try to get my hands on. You know, I'm going to try to snag you a copy, too, if I can. But you want to know what else is a vibe? Your next choice.
Well.
What you got, Stella? What you got?
You know about the game Guitar Hero, right?
Yes, of course. College life was spent.
Did you know that they made a game before that called Frequency?
Frequency?
Yep, Frequency for the PS2. So this is a rhythm game still. They were really figuring out like their whole entire lane type style gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of their first ever games that really played towards like the precursor of Guitar Hero as we know it.
Okay.
So
why does it
you
look
have these
like
lanes that you would go through, and then you would kind of like move your analog stick either on the center, left, or right, I think, if I remember correctly. And you would just kind of like DJ scratch your way through this level.
Wow, this looks way better than Guitar Hero. Wait a minute.
It's very EDM focused versus Guitar Hero.
Huh. Yeah, this looks
Here's
way better than Guitar Hero. I actually kind of like it. I don't know why it makes me think of Beat Saber, weirdly.
Yeah, I could see that.
It was like Beat Saber is like the first thing I think about when it comes to it. This actually isn't too bad here. Oh crap! I just had.
But yeah, it was very trippy for sure.
I like the colors itself with the game. The blues are very
much. They were inspired by like club and like futuristic, like 2000s future neon type things. It was very cool for the time.
I see. Alrighty.
Even the cover itself had a holographic effect on it.
I don't know how it. 'Cause that was a thing with a couple of those games. They had like holographic effects to them. Let's see. I
I even have like the original like little promotional thing that came with it too. It's like PlayStation Underground.
Oh, yeah, the demo
one way
disc.
to get free PlayStation 2 stuff.
Ha.
And then you have to like write down your information and mail it over to them.
I was more of a tips and tricks kind of guy, so anything I got free from there came from there.
And the instruction manual is in color, so really cool.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go to that shooting action then.
I feel like I should point that out on whether or not the instruction manual was in color.
So
It
genuinely,
just feels like it's part of the vibe.
generally, if it was greatest hits, it's not supposed to be in color. So if you had it in color, that means you had the original one. But some greatest hits did come with them in color.
It could have been like on an earlier copy of the greatest hits type stuff, and as it went along, they kind of wanted to cheaper chicken it.
All right. Well, we didn't get a lot of mecha games over here, but I had this on GameCube. But this game technically was across the board on all consoles, and that is Robotech Battlecry.
Robotech battle cry. Okay.
Basically, the Macross for the United States. In this game, I would spend hours on the main menu listening to the theme song and watching the robot like march. That theme song made you feel important. But overall, like, I liked Robotech growing up, and as far as I know in the West, this was the closest we got. So we basically got Ace Combat and Gundam as a shooting game. And you could transform into like from a jet to like half robot and robot mode. The shooting controls weren't that bad for a game like this at its time. You had missiles in the works. Yeah, so like
good.
And it wasn't just in the air. There were missions that were on the ground, and you could just turn into a jet in the city.
Oh, dude, they did the whole entire outline thing with the cell shading.
Yes, that's why it holds up so well to this day. Like, I think the funny thing I used to love doing was if you turned into jet mode in the city, you could clip through.
Oh, that is so cool.
You could clip through the game and not get back in the boundaries. So you'd be missions. Oh, you had to be careful with cheat codes. So you could use cheat codes in this game, and they had a cheat to kill everything in one hit. The game devs did a nice little trick. Any mission where you're not supposed to kill anybody, but you use the one-hit kill cheat, if you shoot them once, it kills them, and you fail the mission. That is the only way you can fail that mission.
Hey, Denda?
Yes.
One of my chatters actually has a good point.
I'm listening.
Diest Cartoon says, I also recall hearing that the greatest hits releases were the earliest version of a game patch. They'll fix issues from earlier releases and sometimes add more content.
Oh! I didn't know that. Oh my god, that would explain the Resident Evil greatest hits. Wow. I didn't know that. Give him a sticker. That was good information. Give him a sticker. You know what? I got
Here's a sticker.
I still got some of this elephant carcass back here if he wants it. Like, you can have a leg, man. That is
Gold star.
That is good. That's good info. So I didn't know that either. I'm glad he brought that up. I'm really glad he brought that up. Ironically, my cousin has Battle Cry. He had the greatest hits one, so I need to ask him if anything new came with it. But it follows its own story from Macross, or it's like its own story alongside Macross, and then after. You're playing as a guy named Jack, and it's him, Izzy, and some other dude, and they're just fending off the Zentradi invasion. I definitely say 3 out of 5 game. If you don't have it in your collection, it's worth getting. And it's a pretty good little introduction to it. I just, overall, I liked it. It wasn't anything too spectacular, and it never overstayed its welcome. And like you said, it had the little outline for the cell shading for the mechs. So to this day, holds up well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh, you could edit the color on the mechs, too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got crazy with
So,
that.
here, my next one is going to be a little bit more on the edgy, dark side of things.
Oh, God, it's got to be one of those.
So, well, I don't know if you know this, but if you're a fan of really challenging stealth-type games, spy fiction is pretty tough.
Oh, you did not. Let me see if it's what I think it is.
So, this one had kind of like the super edgy type of like cringy writing that
This game.
is like, you were a double agent this whole time. You know, it's like, oh no, there's no time. We need to get going.
This
You know, that type of thing.
this Metal Gear ass game.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I know. It kind of looks like a Metal Gear.
This show was anime Metal Gear, hard as hell. I remember
Very anime
that.
Metal Gear.
I used to trip off how they
So
ran.
you start off the game skydiving. You choose your character, either the guy or the girl.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose the guy, he can transform as either or, I think. Hold on, let me look at the instruction manual. I don't want to be wrong. This one's also in color, by the way. But the inside is black and white. So, let's see. So you have Billy Bishop and Sheila Crawford. So they are both part of a secret agency called Phantom.
Mm-hmm.
So Billy Bishop, the team leader of Phantom, is a specialist in solo infiltration. He is physically tough with a calm, commanding personality. He has survived many catastrophic situations and enjoyed the thrill. Billy is stronger than Sheila Crawford and can withstand greater amounts of damage, but he cannot disguise himself as a female character. But if you play as Sheila, his counterpart, she can be like both male and female as a disguise. So one of the cool shticks about this game is that you can take a picture of someone and you can holographically disguise as them.
Nice. That's actually pretty dope.
Right?
Okay.
So this is the tutorial level that I'm showing off right now. Everybody it's kind of like all moody and dark, and you know, like the music itself is very like very symphony-esque.
I played
They really tried to go pretty big with this.
So I got to play this at a buddy's house after school one day. Afterwards, we never got around to playing it again. But I remember the name because it's come up in a couple of anime groups I've been in every now and then.
Hi, Marcelo.
Marcelo, how you doing?
Nice to see you again.
Well, good, Marcelo. But yeah, I've come across this game before and heard about it. So like, as soon as you mentioned, I was like, is that anime Metal Gear game? It is.
Yeah, this is the anime Metal Gear game.
It's funny because I remember thinking this was Metal Gear at the time. All right, well, let's see here. This is one I know people.
I never played Metal Gear, but I did play this one.
All right, chat. We need to kidnap StellaNeko right now. We need to strap her to a chair. You have
wait.
Everybody got to go through the intro on Metal Gear Solid. That's a requirement. That is a requirement.
No.
Chat, get up. Throw snowballs at everybody. Hold on, let me get on this joint, bro. I got bits. I got bits. I pay for my StellaNeko subscriptions. You shouldn't have said. So your fans finna come for you.
We don't need to do anything like that.
They finna come for you. They gonna come for you like they came for me.
Please,
when they found out I didn't play Sonic Unleashed at the time, they came for me, bro.
Yeah, I never played any of the Metal Gear games. I also never played any Pokemon games.
Oh, all right, that's blasphemy. That blasphemy. Oh my.
That's blasphemy.
What? Now have you not played a Pokemon game?
I don't know.
You and
I think I lived just fine without playing a Pokemon game. Thank you.
Yo, Chris, that's what I'm talking about. Chris, heresy. Chris says heresy. That is heresy. This is blasphemous.
What do you mean heresy?
How have you never played any Pokemon game? They have free ones on.
Well, I watched the first season of the anime, and I saw people play, or at least collect the cards back when I was a kid. But I never really played the games. Because
one question. Did you ever own the little Pokédex book or a sticker book?
No.
All right, she saw the anime. We'll take what we can get.
Believe it or not, I actually don't really have that much nostalgia for Pokemon.
I can't save her. She's all y'all's. I can't. I tried.
You're not alone, Stella. I only played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance and the OG MSX Metal Gear. I barely played Pokemon outside of Pokemon Rumble. I mean, I had
they played Pokemon Rumble. That's right, Chris. We remember this. We will remember this. See, they played Pokemon Rumble. You know what? We can remedy this. We can remedy this. We're gonna get you to play one day on stream. Just play OG Pokemon Stadium or something. I'll lend you my N64. Just play that on stream one day.
But I know nothing about Pokemon.
That's the best part.
I'm not gonna be ready.
That's the best part. You've never played it. You know nothing, but your streamers will.
Wait, hold on. What?
It's something to stream, and they will enjoy it. If it's one thing an audience does enjoy, is if the streamer they're watching has never played the game before. Like I said, with me and
blind.
Yeah, play it blind. It was me with Sonic Unleashed. I never played it.
Oh, okay.
And my audience did not let me stop. When I got to Eggman Land, I was suffering. It took me 4 hours to beat that one stage. And they watched me suffer, and I'm glad they did. All right. I'm finna move on to one of my next gems. I know motherfuckers ain't play this one. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria. So the Valkyrie Profile games is one of those, it is an obscure RPG. Not a lot of people, if you don't play RPGs, and which a lot of the kids I grew up with, it was either Def Jam, 2K, maybe the occasional action game. Like, they played shooters and all that. Not a lot of them played RPGs, and if they did, they kept it under wraps. Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria is the second game in the Valkyrie Profile series. You are following a girl named, I think, Alicia, and she has a Valkyrie inside of her named Silmeria. And sometimes Silmeria can take over. She escaped from Valhalla, and now they're basically trying to go back and fight Odin. I have still yet to beat this game because I got stuck on a boss for like 4 years and I couldn't beat him. Then when I beat him, I got stuck on 2 bosses after that. But this is a game I enjoyed. It has a very dark...
So it's a side scroller? On certain parts?
It's a side scroller when you're going throughout the world.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the newest one, Elysium, which a lot of people say isn't good. I haven't tried it fully 3D, but the Valkyrie Profile games, at least up to this point, have been side scrollers. When you go into battle, that's when it opens up into a 3D field. The combat is pretty good. It's this sort of mixture of, I call it ATB, but ATB in the sense of action turn-based. So it's an action game, but it does follow a type of turn-based feel. And it's kind of like, I want to say like how dungeon crawlers are. As you move, the enemy moves. So when you get closer to the enemy on the battlefield, their line of sight turns closer to you. And it's basically getting your line of sight with their line of sight, and you go in. The characters themselves are lovable to a degree. You're walking around resurrecting dead soldiers all freaking day. But it's not bad. Everybody's got a really decent personality. There's like one undead soldier. I think they're called Einharjar. Forgive me if I've mispronounced that. One of them has the most goofiest stance. He's a great blade wielder. And he just looks like he's the pure definition of I'm ready to go. I'm ready to do this. Specials look pretty good. It's basically action Final Fantasy in this sense. I enjoyed the game for what it was. Skills are important. Don't get attached to 2 of the characters in the game because they leave you high and dry. And they took all my items with all my items, man. Other than that, I enjoyed it. Solid. I give it 3.5 out of 5. Fuck the bosses. That boss can go to hell. Stella, 4 years. I didn't beat him until I got to my second university. That's how long it took me to beat that boss. He was kicking my ass. And I didn't want to start a new game because I fucked up leveling. But yeah, this is one, I put this one in my old gym of games.
Ah.
Oh, what's up? What was the offer?
DS Cartoon says, we also need to include some retro game collections in here. I have Midway Arcade Treasures 1 and 2 and Taito Legends 1.
Ooh.
I want to get Taito Legends 2 Activision Anthology and some of the Neo Geo collections if I can find them in used game shops.
Taito.
Another great collections are the PS1 Namco museums. I also had some of those collections in my collection.
Oh, okay. I know now I know what he's talking about. I've seen the Taito Legends. I had to look it up real quick. He's definitely right. On any console, I don't care what console it is, you need to own the old school Namco games or any of the really old 2D ones. It's been it's very helpful for the younger generation. I have emulators galore and a lot of older stuff. I downloaded it on my Switch, and I'll put it in front of my nieces. They'll play it. My younger sisters, they started with Soul Calibur 2, Street Fighter 3, so I definitely agree. If we're going to go that route, I'm going to go in and steal the spotlight real quick. I'm going to just show the image. more so than just looking up the video. I would like to, if we're gonna go the route of that real quick, because it is fair we bring that up. The Mega Man X collection, for me, was the best freaking thing since sliced bread. I had it on GameCube, and I now own it on PS2 as well. I can put it up right here. Bam. I hit the mic again. Y'all get ready for some noise. But bam. Right there. I have the PS2 copy again, and I'm ready to go through it and blaze through it. I have bought the Mega Man X collection so much. And the Legacy collection. I got it on Switch. I got it on PC. I got it on PlayStation 3. I'm trying to find me some more of that there X4 crack on PlayStation 1. I have a problem, Stella. Was that a zipper? That lined up so well. But anyway, yeah. So whatever the person was who said that chatter, give them a sticker. I 100% agree. Have a classics collection in your gyms. What's yours? What's your classics collection?
Oh, mine was the Midway Arcade Treasures collection.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
was that the one with Mortal Kombat in it?
Yeah, it's the one with Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
It also had, if I remember correctly, it also had like Rampage inside of it too.
Oh, yeah. Rampage was a good one. Rampage was a glorious one. All right. Okay. Yeah, so we went on and covered that. So yes, he's most definitely right. Stella, wait, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
One of my chatters giving you guys a heads up so you don't confuse me as a new guy. Just changed my name. Yeah, he changed his name. Great game so far. Can't wait for Sonic Riders mention. That's it's Chris. He changed his name. Okay. Oh, I think we mentioned Sonic. No, we mentioned it. We didn't go over it. But Stella, I'm gonna let you go on and get yours out the way real quick. Go on and take the slow because so far you still had the better game collection since Beyonce. Just saying, keep going.
What? No, I don't have the better game collection at all.
Compared to Beyonce, I
Just,
think you do.
Ones that really stood out to me at least.
Stella, let's admit it. People who never played these games didn't have a childhood. Don't be nice to them.
So, the next one is also an edgy boy type thing. This one might be a little bit controversial.
Let me put my hood
talking
on.
about Chaos Legion.
Let me put. Oh no!
Yeah, I know.
No!
Super edgy, regular boy.
No, we are no! Don't you dare put that.
Yes, where they have it on the back. If you loved Devil May Cry, you'll love Chaos Legion.
I'm mad. I have a solid copy of that. You did not. Ooh, I gotta hit. You wanna know how much that game is so air to me? I have a copy of that game in a suitcase. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. I love DMC. I love Epitaph. Come on, dog. Come on, not you too.
Okay, so here, let me read the back cover right here. Savage by nature. God. Play as young knight Sieg Warhite, who must face off against an old friend in this gothic action adventure. To fight, summon, and command 7 different warrior legions, each with their own signature weaponry. Chaos Legion, a graphic masterpiece, and savage gothic opera that's played out through intense and challenging levels of real-time cutthroat action.
Oh.
I wouldn't say that it was super great. I remember when I played this when I was a kid, and I was like, yeah, this kind of has the same kind of vibes as Devil May Cry with the gothic stuff right there, but the gameplay felt more real-time strategy than anything.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly my cup of tea. Before I make my mention, Starlight, thank you for the follow, Starlight03. This game.
Hey.
This game was I felt the edge at this point when I played this game. I just no, you can control your legion, so there was a hint of a real-time strategy with it. It just got so dull to me.
I mean, with the spider-like enemies, it really reminded me of what was it?
It
was Nightshade. It kind of reminded me of Nightshade, facing off against bug-like creatures.
I firmly believe that one game on the Nintendo Switch. They played this first. The one with the police cops and the persona things. I forgot the name of it. I don't know. I remember the bug-like creatures because when the way their idle animation looks, it looks like they're dancing. So I called it the bug dance quite a bit. Nah, this is a little too edgy for me. I put it down. I cut myself on that edge. However, I will say this. The game cover did look cool as hell. That's why I picked it up.
Oh, dude, the game cover and the instruction manual looks really good.
Yeah, oops.
Like, this is just like edgy boy meets other edgy boy. They have a fight, and then there's also this random chick. That looks really pretty.
That sounds like the course for a majority of those games. Yep. Edgy boy meets other edgy boy. All right, well, since this has been brought up, I'm going to just go on and mention it. I played the GameCube version of it. I think it's by far one of the best racing games out there. Way better than Zero Gravity. If you love Zero Gravity, you just don't know how to play racing games. I'm throwing it out there. We ain't finna sit here and act like we ain't played Sonic Riders, y'all.
Sonic Riders?
So, personally, I think Sonic...
Yeah, I had the PS2 version.
Yeah, I had the GameCube version. Obviously the best version, but...
Yeah.
Sonic Riders definitely was a good game. The reason I don't consider it a hidden gem is because everybody and their grandma does know about this game. However...
Well, this is 2006. This is like a lot of the newer generations know about this one because they were born around like...
That's true.
This time.
But this game had more comical facial expressions. I love that about the characters. The art style was very nice, but that high octane racing, that was that good.
Gotta say though, the video clips really high quality.
Yes, indeed, they are.
Look at the textures on their gloves. That's really good.
I'm thinking somebody ran this through an emulator maybe or something. There's Sonic Riders. I think in terms of racing games, hit what a Sonic racing game should be, in my opinion. Like, I wasn't too big of Sonic Racing All-Stars Transformers. Wait, put the pitchforks down. I see it. Don't you butter that knife. Don't butter that knife, okay? You get that hot poker off. Y'all put all that down, okay? Sonic does not need to be in a car, okay? He needs to be on a board racing. Now, I might get Cross Worlds because I heard they brought the extreme gears. My knife remains unbuttered. See, now you need to put butter on the knife. You better, if you're going to cook me alive.
Wait, what's this about buttering toast?
Oh, well, you see, most people tend to get up in a tizzy whenever I talk shit about Sega All-Stars Racing Transform. So I'm just ahead of time, put the pitchforks down. Now, you put some grease on that knife. If you're going to cook me, you cook me right. Okay, but anywho. Overall, Sonic belongs on a board. And this game captured not only Sonic's personality, but the idea of how his world works. Plus, it delivered to me probably my second favorite Sonic character next to Shadow, Jet the Hawk. This game was like, when you sat down and played it, as you got used to the courses, this game was very fast and very, very cool. To this day, I still play it like at least once or twice a year. Look at you, got sparkles and stars all on you. All right, Stella, what you got?
Oh, yes. What I have next is definitely a classic that not very many people talk about anymore, but there is an HD version of it out. It's called Destroy All Humans.
That was PS2? I thought that was an Xbox only.
No, it was on PS2.
Oh, snap.
Here, hold on. Just the regular one, please. And I want the PS2
I had
one, please.
no idea. I had no idea that was PS. No, I'm thinking of Alien Hominin. I'm thinking Alien Hominin. Okay, yeah. Destroy All Humans was one I never got to actually sit there and play.
Like, the sense of humor on this one was pretty funny.
This game came out when stuff like Jimmy Neutron and stuff was out too, so
like
it was
Invader Zim, like that type of thing. Yeah. It had like some stuff that was like a little bit edgy, too edgy for like little kids, but it was having some immature-ness to it too. That it was basically like catered towards preteens.
It was
like the preteens were like trying to be like, I'm one of the older kids. I'm so cool and mature.
This is one of those I call it the
Meanwhile,
goofball
You can
game.
turn things into like cows,
Turn things into
think.
cows.
and you can explode everybody.
Yeah, this is one of those. I call them the goofball games a lot. You just go around doing crazy stuff. It was fun times to be had. Unfortunately, I never did get to play this one. I only saw videos about it. Like, I watched gameplay.
And you get to play as a villain, you know? It's not very
That's
often
nice,
that you get to
yes.
play as the bad guy.
Yes, that's true. You are the bad guy in this game. You're actively just trying to kill humans.
You can use mind control on some things.
They
You can
picked the
read
cow up.
minds, disguise.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah, you have telekinesis.
You're this short, angry person. Let's see. I'm looking over at my. Oh, okay.
Here, let me try to skip ahead a little bit. You can, oh, shoot. I got an advertisement. Get the frick out of here.
Oh my god. It's like watching Jack and Daxter. Okay. So, I definitely got one. I just looked over and saw this one. So I know a lot of people didn't know about
They
this.
have a jetpack and everything.
I know a lot of people don't know about this one because I didn't learn about this until I saw it in a magazine. And I was dumbfounded to actually find this on the store shelf at a GameStop.
Yeah,
And
what's up?
it's a fighting game called Arcana Heart.
Arcana?
Arcana Hearts. And so, like, somebody's doing a long play.
Arcana Heart.
Yeah. And in the magazine I read as a kid, it was in Tips and Tricks. They were talking about this game. They said it was an all-girls fighting game with the only male character in the game being a staff, ironically named Mike. So, yeah, it's just basically a fighting game. Think like Street Fighter or something, but the cast is just girls. And I saw this on, it was brand new. I still have the
That was
copy
made
of
by
it.
Atlas, yeah.
Yep. I think Arc Systems eventually got it. But it was a fun little game. There was just something you just put in if you want to play a fighting game and fight. Depending on who it is, I'd throw it in the gyms. This is more just an honorable mention here because I spent a lot of hours trying to fight in this. I know we ain't got ads coming in 2 minutes. Damn ads. But I just spent time playing it every now and then. I swear to God, Mildred is a pain in the ass. She's cheap. She's so cheap. But tis just an honorable mention from my game shelf over here next to me. But
I really loved slideshows as their intro.
slideshows. Oh God! But I'm gonna hit everybody with that good one because I know people have heard
they
of
had
this.
that budget, for sure.
I know people have heard of this series, but I know for a fact a lot of people
Wait, is
didn't play
part of a
this.
Tommy game? Like, what's up with all that?
This what? This is what?
Oh, cool. Oh,
No.
the sprites are pretty solid, though.
Indeed,
Like,
it
the
isn't.
T-poses are pretty readable and everything.
But like I said, it's one of those, I put it there as an honorable mention. Some folks like it, some folks don't. It got the job done. It was fun to play. I was more engaged in the fighting than I did like worry about any of the characters. But I'm finna hit people with that next one. Onimusha.
Onimusha?
Any one of them. And
Oh,
it's like,
yeah,
I knew
Onimusha.
people who heard about this game. You could type in any of them. It could be 1, 2, or 3. But they never actually played it. In fact, like growing up where I grew up, I was probably the only dude that had these junts. But the Onimusha games were
Yeah.
very fun little samurai dramas for what they were. Think Resident Evil, but with samurai swords. They're classified under horror, but I never felt the horror aspect. Maybe it's because I'm a badass samurai with a demon form. And shit, I enjoyed them. They had very dark gothic scenery for the most part.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking about horror, there is one game that I'm absolutely wanting to add to my collection, but it's absolutely just, expensive to get. And Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna keep getting closer to the camera till you say it.
So, it is. Hold on. Okay, fine. I'll get closer to the camera. It's Haunting Ground.
What? Is it? No,
Have
that's
you ever
not
heard
Rule.
of it?
No, that's not Rule of Roses. Rule of Roses
Haunting
was something
Ground.
else.
It's basically. Do you remember what was it? It was called. It was like,
Nah, I've never heard
Scissor
of
Man.
this.
Like, what was it? Clock Tower.
Yeah, I've never heard of Haunting Ground. This is new to me. Like, if you had to say
Okay.
it's Siren or something,
Haunting Ground
maybe.
is basically the spiritual successor to Clock Tower, which was a SNES type series, and it was later like on the PS1, I think. So Haunting Ground just kind of became its own thing. This one is really creepy. You play as a female protagonist who's kind of ogled by the antagonist. You feel very vulnerable throughout the game because you only have like a kick, but you have one of the best boys as your companions. One of the best dog companions in video gaming. So here, let me go fast forward to where we have some gameplay with the
All right, so I got
doggy.
some gameplay up here. It gives me Fatal Frame vibes.
Oh yeah, like, so you have this dog named Huey, and you can give him commands, you can give him treats and everything, and how well that you treat Huey throughout the game, you will get the good ending or not.
So depending on how well you treat the
So-
dog determines the ending.
Yes. Also, on, like, there's like different types of things that you'll have to combine together for alchemy-based puzzles. But there's going to be a lot of pursuers. Those are going to be your antagonists. You have like this big oafish character who's kind of only has one brain cell to share. He views the protagonist as a doll.
A doll.
And like a doll to play with and to break. So, like, he was introduced with like playing with like a doll, like a toddler, but this is a grown ass man that it looks like a freaking ogre. And he breaks his toy doll, and he sees you, and he's like, new toy to play with. And so he goes after you, you know? And if he does catch you, you get to hear like broken bones and everything. It's very gruesome. It's not shown, but the audio definitely plays with your head.
And
So, like, they really play to the audio and your imagination on this.
is
Like,
there any
what
way
could
to
happen.
is there any way to fight back, defend yourself?
So you can stun them by kicking them, but your main tactic is to run and hide. Kind of like what's a recent game?
Silent
Like,
Hill Shattered Memories.
Kind of like that, but it's also kind of like what was it? Outcast or Outlast or something like that. Where you're
Yeah.
going in an insane asylum.
Yeah. So these type of games were not. If there was no way for me to fight back, I often avoided these type of games. Cause I hated that. It's part of the reason why I didn't get to finish playing Rule of Roses. And like Shattered Memories, I put it down the moment I found out I couldn't fight back. That actually, cause it messes with me on a certain level that I can't defend myself against this stuff. I still wonder how I got through Silent Hill in one piece, but I do like how the game looks though. It's looking at the gameplay here, the first thought I have is Fatal Frame. And you're just like, you're going through this. Shoot, it's making me think more
So
Fatal
you do
Frame.
have a fear meter. It's not shown. It's just based off of how she walks around. She has like a panic meter. If she's too panicked, she's more vulnerable for getting caught and dying. So you have to make sure that you keep her out of the vision of the pursuer, and you can actually send Huey out to bite the pursuer to give you an advantage to run
What?
away.
So Eternal Darkness now? What the? I'm getting some Eternal Darkness vibes from this.
So it's a very, very scary game where you play hide and go seek, essentially.
I see. So what would you give it as a rating?
I would give it a solid, like, 8 or 9 out of 10, actually. The story is, like, super creepy, but you can follow along with the storyline pretty well. It doesn't really, like, need a lot of dialogue to give it that eerie atmosphere, and it really shows the vulnerability that some women feel when it comes to like being watched or like being like ogled at. You kind of feel that overall sense of dread and powerlessness. But over time, you do get this power back. You do get this power back as you go along. You kind of feel more confident. You kind of be more daring. And by the end of the game, you basically defeat the antagonist, and you feel pretty good.
Definitely on the creepy scale, I give it that.
I don't like how jump scares are. I feel like jump scares are a little bit cheap when it comes to horror, but I really love the sense of dread and eeriness when it comes to horror. Like, just creepiness. I like creepiness in my horror games. I like to feel like anything could happen, but nothing actually happens.
I'm not big on jump scares myself, but I will always hate the fact of not being able to defend myself for any rhyme or reason. That's usually why games like this, for example, Hunting Grounds, this is my first time hearing about this, but Silent Hill Shattered Memories and stuff, I tend to shy away from those games. Outlast, because I don't like the idea of not being able to defend myself or knowing that I can get away from it for the most part. I hate being in those helpless situations, even in reality. So they tend to push me away more than even in the Prince of Persia games. You can't do anything against the Dahaka, but there's the sense of knowing while I'm being pushed to the limit, I can still run until like your will's completely broken. So these are like, when it comes to games like these, I tend to shy away from them quite a bit. There have been people that have gotten me to try the games, and I'm talking, they've really gotten me to try them. It was okay. That's Stream Elements, but there have been some people that have gotten me to try, like Fox Ferocious. For bless his heart, Domain got me to try like 2 hours of Silent Hill Shattered Memories with a taco. Don't ask. I was hungry that day, but like if people ask me to play it, I go and give it a shot. Visually, I like how the game looks. I can, just from looking at the video, I can sense the dread you're talking about. It's weird when you mention like you're being watched, because I'm like, so does that mean the player, like the audience, we're watching her run and be in fear? So does that make us the creeps too? Kind of like, I'm starting to feel weird looking at this game now. Like, are we the creeps or are they the creeps? Like, when?
Now, the camera definitely puts it in the eyes of the antagonist sometimes.
So you
Like,
said
you
said
want to feel
sometimes.
empathy for for the protagonist.
Okay, so we're not the creeps.
So we're not the creeps, but you want to feel that feeling of being watched.
So
know?
the idea.
So the camera does a really good job with it, especially on the cutscenes.
The idea of her
But,
being in the insane asylum. This is an insane asylum she's in, right?
No, this is just in a creepy mansion.
Okay, because they're like people. You got like some people banging their heads against the wall, doing like weird motions in the floor. So I'm just like, okay, I do like that
This
attention
is
to
creepy
detail.
mansion run by like cultists, basically.
Okay,
Yeah,
that makes it all the creepier right there. All right.
yeah.
Okay, for what it's worth, it's definitely not my cup
Oh.
of tea, but I'm gonna go on and
I-
throw. Yes.
Before we move on, I do want to shout out to DiMaggio TV. Outlast is such a good game. Don't bother with the second one, though. I
The ads
agree.
are coming.
There was a sequel?
120 seconds.
Yeah, there
of
was a
ads.
sequel.
Oh my God, I'm behind the times. Wasn't expecting that. All right, DiMaggio, shout out to you for the most part. Thank you for the update. Like I said, this doesn't seem like my cup of tea, but I'm going to give it the Dandelion seal of approval because I do like what I see for the most part. Actually, considering my little sister's taste, this might be a good game to let her try. Because
Oh, this would be really creepy for her.
just kick the guy in the butt. What the?
What?
Oh, so you mentioned that she has a kick, and just as I was about to
Yeah,
click
there's a
off,
kick.
so she walks up and just kicks the guy on the steps, and I was like, why? All right, since we're going to go the horror
Yeah,
route, yes.
It's very creepy vibes, for sure.
And ladies and gentlemen, the game is Haunting Grounds. So that's
Haunting
okay.
ground.
So I had to debate which one I was going to pull up on this one. I'm just gonna go with the one that I know that I've played. Because I've never really gotten to play Rule of Rose as much as I've gotten to play Fatal Frame.
Fatal Frame?
Yes. So
I never
I've-
played the Fatal Frame series.
I played a little bit of Fatal Frame 1, and I attempted 2. My homie tried to get me to play 3. I want to try the one on the Wii, but I actually want to sit down and properly go through them. The Fatal Frame game, Stella, this game scared me so much. I called my friend and told him come get his game the next day. I put the game in the case, put it on the kitchen counter, and put a cross on top of it. I'm not out shitting you not. So I played the game at night during a thunderstorm, and I hate ghosts. This game fucked with me. Like
Oh, I bet.
it messed with me more than Eternal Dark. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. Eternal Darkness messed with me on another type of level. That's a GameCube game. That's something else. But much like how you described Haunting Grounds, you are in the Fatal Frame games, you tend to play as female protagonists, except in one of them where you do play as a guy. And you are in these vulnerable situations to these ghosts. You have no idea where they're gonna come from. Hell, the first one has a situation where you're walking past a mirror because you're exploring the house. And I think the third or fourth time I went past the mirror, this wasn't a cutscene. I noticed that the girl her reflection didn't show up. And it was quick. So I went past it a fifth time, and her reflection doesn't show up this time, but nothing showed up. So the first time it was what I thought it was, the ghost. The sixth time I go past that mirror, it's a cutscene and a ghost comes out. That's when I cut the game off. I was like, this.
Oh, yeah,
This-
I would
Yeah.
too.
So like,
Immediately.
yeah. Ideally,
Yes. No.
you defend yourself with the camera. So it's built off the whole premise of, how the camera, people used to think it would take your soul. You have a camera that stops these ghosts. And you're going around trying to, I think in the first one, you're trying to find this girl's brother. And you even start the game off with him for the most part. I do want to give the Fatal Frame games another go because there's part of me that wants to do a horror kick. I just like the fact that at the very least, I have camera obscura and its various counterparts that have a fucking flashlight for it now to defend yourself. But you're not running at the speed of light to get away from stuff. Like the girl in Hunting Grounds could probably get away from these ghosts. In Fatal Frame, people don't know how to sprint. You fat man trot to the other side of the room and you got to take a picture. But yeah, I'll say if you're going to play Haunting Grounds, if anyone's going to play the Haunting Grounds game, I'm going to throw Fatal Frame in there. Play both of them. If you're talking about getting some weird kicks. But the difference, I will say there's a difference in the level of fear. With Fatal Frame, there's just the straightforward fear because you're in these decrepit old buildings that look like they'll fall apart, that get progressively scarier.
Like old shrines and stuff like that.
Yeah, whereas with Haunting Grounds, while you're in this creepy place, it feels more like you're the worst enemy that you're fearing is actual people, not something supernatural.
This seems like Haunted House Simulator with with pictures.
Haunted House Simulator with pictures, while Haunting Grounds seems like it's more of a mental horror thing. It's gonna mess with you mentally.
Yeah.
And like that's the entire time I was watching Haunting Grounds, I was thinking, if we gave her a camera, it would be Fatal Frame. And it could be any of them. Like Fatal Frame 3 feels more like The Grudge. And like, oh my God, the final boss for Fatal Frame 3 is such bullshit, Stella. Like it's one of those bosses where if she touches you once, you're dead.
Really?
Yeah, so you are in this open water field, this dark, spooky place, and she is on your ass, and you're doing the fat man trot. You are running slower than the fattest guy, and you have to you have to jankingly bob and weave in order to get out of it. But yeah, this was probably my token horror game in this case. So I'm gonna throw Fatal Frame up there for me. Also, I should point this out. So Stella, in the last Fatal Frame entry, the chick you play as in the first one, well, she has a daughter, and the daughter and the mother are the MCs. Guess who the dad is?
A ghost?
It's Ghost Brother.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I found that out from a friend of mine, and I looked it up. So the girl from the first game, so supposedly her brother, spoilers for anybody.
Oh, spoilers, by the way.
Spoiler,
Cover your ears, la la
spoilers.
la 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 la.
So in the first game, you have two endings. I think it's one where you save the brother, and one where the brother, he offers himself up as a sacrifice and dies so his sister can get out of there. That's supposed to be the end of that. They even show in the ending of Fatal Frame 3, the girl from 1 and the girl who survived in 2, they all get together and tell their stories. And in Fatal Frame 5, we have, somehow she had a kid, and I'm like, oh, okay, she got on with life. She had a kid with her ghost brother. How? How, Stella? How? Is there something I need to know?
I don't know.
Is there... What about the human anatomy does that fucking work?
I don't know.
That's weird. That's weird.
Let's see. Speaking about weird, but
What?
a little bit more lighthearted. Let's go ahead and let's switch back over to something a little bit more lighthearted.
Yeah, let's do that. 1 second. It seems my stream cut off for some reason.
No, I still see your stream.
Well, that's the thing. It still had it going, but so I think the internet or something. This tends to happen. So like, it just tends to happen with my stream.
Still
like,
going, it looks good.
yeah, I thought it was still going, but as I'm listening to us talk, it was saying my broadcast ended. So I'm assuming at some point my internet messed up. This happens a lot. At least we can still keep going. We still got a good hour in. It's just, I hate that so much. But all right, let's keep going though.
All right.
All right,
Wow,
moving on
that's
to a lighter note from this scary, weird stuff.
So this is by Acclaim. This is a racing game called RC Revenge Pro.
RC Revenge Pro?
This was actually brought out in between the PS1 and PS2 era. This is actually one of the first PS2 games to come out.
Huh.
So you play as an RC car, and everything's all toy-based. It's really neat. I think it's very charming.
It looks like Twisted Metal with RC cars. That's what I'm saying right now. Is Twisted Metal with RC cars.
A lot of shaking. Here we go. Oh, come on. Advertisements.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Please.
ads going on. Yeah, it looks like Twisted Metal with RC cars here.
RC Revenge Pro. Yes. Go. So.
Probably gonna just have to I'll stitch these together later. But yeah, so the video I have up, it looks like
So
from the back,
this
it
is
looks
the
like the
haunted
RC
house
car from
level.
Toy Story. It really does look
So-
like the RC car from Toy Story. You were saying yes?
Everything was like scaled to where, like, it really showed the scaling of the RC cars itself. I would say that the most modern Hot Wheels games that is on the PS5 right now has that same sense of feeling.
Okay.
The soundtrack for this thing is very charming. You actually hear like the bzzz in the background as far as like the RC car itself. So it really feels like you're playing a battery powered like little like those RC cars where it had like the trigger
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really made it feel like that.
Okay.
The overall atmospheres of everything was pretty cool. There was some interactable things as well. Not bad for, let's see, when did this game come out? Let me look at the back. 2000. So,
Okay. That's why it does still have kind of a PS1-ish game look appearance. It also reminds me of the games you play at HotWheels.com quite a bit.
HotWheels.com?
Yeah, so HotWheels.com had a lot of games that looked like this that you could play in the browser. So that's the first thing that came to my mind with this game. So it does look fun. I don't know. Also, too, it makes me think of that game Whiplash for some
Yeah.
reason with the freaking, what was it, the hamster and the weasel? Or the rabbit and the weasel? I don't know why I'm thinking. It makes me think of Whiplash. You shoot a toy rocket at the, what? Okay.
Yeah, there was some attack, like little mystery boxes, just like Mario Kart.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, from what I like, I have no qualms with it.
I like how they all have like a antenna that flop around. That's some pretty nice secondary animation right there.
You don't
Especially
really
for something
notice
that
it.
Came out in the 2000.
You don't really notice it as much either. The little antenna that's on top of them. Like, I keep forgetting it's there. But it does gives me like Hot Wheels mixed with Twisted Metal type of vibe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, if we're gonna hit one, if I'm gonna hit one here to brighten it up, the one freaking enemy that has ever given me nightmares in anything would be the Dahaka. And that guy is in the Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within. So the Prince of Persia games they're 3D action games, or I would say action puzzle games. You had puzzles you had to solve, and there was enemies you had to fight, for the most part. And
Was this on the PS2?
Yep, they were across
Wow.
they were cross-platform. I played the vast majority of them on GameCube, and I eventually got them on PlayStation 2, and now I own them on the Xbox. Yeah, so long story short, this is your basic action adventure. You're in the role of the prince trying to right his fate in this one, except this is going to sound so weird. You have a big black monster with tentacles chasing you. And
Ooh, very gory.
yeah, but other than that, the game,
This must have been around the time that God of War was out.
Yep. I would actually say, yeah, God of War and I know Prince of Persia was out before God of War, but around the time the Sands trilogy came out, I would say, yeah, God of War was in full swing. But the only reason I'm putting this on here because I feel like more people played God of War than they did the Prince of Persia: The Warrior Within. They probably played Sands of Time, but Warrior Within is my favorite one because you're jumping back and forth from the past to the present, running from a beast trying to kill you, trying to change your fate. There's the character models look good for their time. There's deception, sadness. The prince is pushed to his breaking point. And you're just you haven't for 2 years he's been running for this beast, hasn't had any sleep, and now you have to unravel the fabric of time and this entire castle to save your ass. So it's basically a game of how far are you willing to go to not die. So like I definitely say, like, if you were a guy, especially if you were a guy back then, this was one of those games you played that put some hair on your chest. Ironically,
Also, the antagonist looks like a hot chick. That probably helps.
yes, most def. It's weird because you don't expect it. The way they play her up, you think it's the other hot chick. So it's pretty obvious who it's catered toward. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But if you're just looking,
I ain't gonna sugarcoat it either.
if you're looking for an action game to rack your brain and something to look at, you're good to go. But
Something to turn your brain off.
yeah. But hey, I'm gonna say this, because I actually I love the people at my job. I found a girl that actually really liked playing the Prince of Persia games, and I asked her what was her favorite part. I've never had somebody describe to me how much they love a man in leather armor.
I mean,
I never thought there's a reason I can't look at this game to say, like, hey, you want to know what
there's
she
just
hit?
something about rogues, man.
You want to know what she hit me with when I was looking crazy? She said, "You're looking at me crazy now, but you're gonna tell me you didn't look at Shadi and Kylina the same way." Fair. That is fair. That's fair. The weird part is she likes the Sand Wraith. That is the weird part, because she's like, it's just the prince.
What?
He is. So, but before we move on, there's another character in this game you play as called the Sand Wraith, which is often referred to as the Maggot Man. The reason why is because you put on a mask that basically reduces you to, it pulls off your skin and you look like Raziel. You look like a more edgy Raziel from Legacy of Kain. You're basically walking around skin and bones with black aura. She said that was hot as fuck, and I'm like, you had me sold on the prince.
I'm a little bit worried about your friend there.
Yeah, you had me sold on the prince. That's a skeleton. All right, you're up. What else you got?
All right. So, let's see. Let's talk about Time Splitter. Real quick.
I always thought it was weird that game had a console release.
So, I played Future Perfect when I was a kid, which was the third game.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved the sense of humor that ended up going across this game. Kind of cringe, but it knew that it was self-aware. It was very much like a parody of Chronicles of Riddick.
Uh-huh.
Especially with the main protagonist. It's a first-person shooter with some quirky characters that you meet along the way.
Yeah.
You play as Cortez, which is the this guy that's bald, has like the really cool goggle glasses eyes, kind of like
Goggle
from,
glasses
what
eyes.
was- yeah, like that one guy from Ghost in the Shell.
Bato. Goggle.
Yeah.
Goggle glasses eyes, everybody. Goggle,
Yeah. Goggle glasses eyes.
Goggle glasses eyes.
I don't know how better to describe this, okay?
It's like
I
when
don't know.
It's just the way, like when you mention it that way, I'm like, I never thought of goggle glasses. But keep going.
Basically, he's kind of a dork. Cortez is kind of a dork. He's a little bit of a parody of an action hero, right?
Yes.
And so he has like this like phrase that he wants to do, that he wants to make it stick. He's like, "It's time to split," and then everybody just like shakes their head around him.
Okay. I'm not gonna act like I don't know what you're talking about with that.
Yeah.
Oh no! Finish what you were saying first. Finish what you were saying first.
So you go across time on this one, just like most Time Splitter games, I believe. But I only played this one. I haven't played the first two.
Mm-hmm.
But you first go through like like, I believe it was like the 1970. No, was it the 1920s or
I never
1940s?
I never paid too much. So the reason I never paid too much attention is because every Time Splitters game I played has always been in
Yes.
the arcades. I always played so I've played Time Splitters, but it's always been in the arcades. I noticed they had console releases. The only reason I never got
World
them,
War One.
yeah, the only reason I never got them was because I could not fathom. I was like, how are they going to have this set up on a console with the way it is in arcades? I didn't think about shooting game controls at the time. So I never, I know it's called Time Splitters. I don't know why it never occurred to me as a kid they go across time.
Yeah, so you basically have this this character that kind of follows you around as you're going through time as kind of like your partner, and you go through different types of decades. So you go through like the 1920s to like 1970s. So you
Okay.
have like a like hippie dude as like your super spy dude
A hippie
as like a
dude.
protagonist,
Hippie dude.
and then you go through like the oh, here's a good scene for it. So the antagonist is also jumping through time and sending henchmen throughout time as well.
So
So
wait,
you're
this
trying to
is
stop them from, messing up the timeline.
so we're saving the timeline in this case for the most part. It's a whole jump through time. Okay, that's not bad for the most part. Like I said, I don't know why I overthought it as a kid, because I'm like, of course it would be like it's like
This dude
futuristic Medal of Honor.
would definitely be played by Vin Diesel.
Oh, of course, yeah, the bald guy, most definitely.
Yeah.
Everyone who played Time Splitters, arcade or on console, is of that same consensus. Vin Diesel has to play him, big time.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
If not Vin Diesel, it would have to be The Rock.
That would be a good one. That would be a good one, watching The Rock play it.
Because Cortez kind of acts like this musclehead, too. He shows off his strength a lot. Like, by lifting things and, like, being all like, oh, yes, I can out-chase a train with my own strength. You know, that type of thing. With, like, minecart. It's like... I think that also plays towards The Rock's, like, little tropes that he likes to do.
He does. He tends to play that type of character quite a bit. It's hard to see him in other roles compared to John Cena for the most part. But I think Vin Diesel
John Cena would be really funny. But I would definitely think that Vin Diesel or The Rock would be a better fit because...
I'm gonna roll with Vin Diesel.
Yeah, because Cortez is like a little bit more Spanish or like...
Spanish.
But yeah, definitely Vin Diesel. For sure.
All right.
Family.
Family. Here's just me in the game. We're saving time. I can save time because I got family. All right. I don't know if you've played this one. I know a lot of people in the anime community, they don't really go near these, but I personally enjoyed the Full Metal Alchemist games, Broken Angel being my favorite. For the most part. There isn't much I can say. The gameplay is definitely on the jank side. It follows its own story. The brothers end up taking on a mission to save this redhead chick. Outside of that, you're just playing with Ed and Alphonse, and you're just going through using alchemy, tearing up
So, wait,
every...
what game is this?
The Full Metal Alchemist, The Broken Angel. It's the first PS2 game. There is I forgot what the name of the second one is, but that one, I heard that one's the one that people love to play a lot. Personally, I did not hate the first one. I think if it were remade today, it could be polished and be a lot better. But the main part that I loved about the game was it was a type of action RPG. And you can use alchemy to make different weapons to fight with. Ultimately, it was a nice little anime tie-in game for the Full Metal Alchemist anime that came out at the time. It's very vibrant. It's very colorful. Style-wise, for some ungodly reason, Full Metal Alchemist and the Inuyasha games, I don't think hold up too well today. Is largely because of the choice in art style. So it's the coat that's really getting me. But I think like playing it, it'll look better played on handheld or something. This is something if I had kids, I'd throw it in front of them and be like, have fun and figure it out.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I give this probably 2.5, a 2.5 out of 5. Me personally, I just like it. That's about all I can say with it.
One of your guilty pleasure games?
Yes. I'll throw it under guilty pleasure. I actually have quite a list of guilty. I actually have a guilty pleasure game. And I'm afraid to mention it because I know you're going to judge me. Everyone's going to judge me if I mention it. Now I have to mention it. I done brought it up. All right. I've never played the PS2 versions. I've played the other ones. I would like to try them. In the West, it's known as Zombie Zone. But we know it as the Onichanbara PS2 games. And this is my guilty pleasure. The reason why it's kind of self-explanatory.
Oh.
It is quite.
Yes, I see.
Look, okay, I'm gonna be real. Mm-hmm. When I saw the game at GameStop, I saw the 360 version. I avoided this game.
What you got this one in your collection for, Denda?
Look, I'm gonna need you to not be all close to the screen like that, okay? Okay, look. I am trying.
Sure.
She's calling me out. Everybody, help. Okay. All right, so I wanted to not get this game when I got it because it was clearly TNA. I'm like, the game is clearly here, just to slay monsters in bikinis. I decided to go in and get the game because I'm a dude.
Right.
However, I will say this: I haven't got to play the PS2 versions. I've only played the 360 on up. Gameplay wise, this game is actually pretty solid. In fact, when I played the 360 version, the more I played it, I saw what they were trying to do and what they could do to improve the gameplay to be more fast paced and action heavy. Because this was originally, if any of you see my review on the game on my channel, these are just games that were made to be for $20. That's it. They're just simple cash grabs. They actually did better with the game. So going up to like Bikini Zombie Slayers and Z2 Chaos, they introduced a sprint button, added more combos. The remake itself, things are much easier and accessible to do. It feels like a legit action game. My only gripe at this point, and that's because after playing the series for so long, bro, give us some full clothes costumes a little bit. All right, ain't nothing wrong with like a tank top and some jeans. Like, okay,
I'm watching some gameplay right now where she's got like a cowgirl.
Yeah, that's the main character. That's Aya.
Going on.
Yeah, that's the main character. Okay. Aya. Like, so her whole shtick is that she is so good as a swordsman, and she works out so much. She wants to show off. Like once I found that out, I'm like, oh, okay. My only gripe is that they have images of her in other clothing. And I'm like, okay, I'm a costume nut in games. So I like to have as many costumes as I can. It could be bikini, fundoshis.
Mario TV is calling you out.
Well, what'd he say? What'd he say?
Very naughty.
Look, man, I'm being honest with you. You know why I got this game. But it's one of those.
We all know why you got this game.
However, it is one of those games. Much like Dead or Alive, the gameplay was actually good too. And at this point, like, give them different costumes. That's all I'm saying. Like the game, Stella, I'm telling you, if you played this genre, the gameplay is neat. I streamed it one day, and somebody got in my
how the protagonist looks aside.
I mean, there are other playable characters that actually stay fully clothed. No, I'm not lying. I'm dead serious. She's the only one.
Right.
She's the only one
She's
that's
the
in the
only
bikini.
one.
And they do have a dress up mode too.
I mean, I do have some games that have a lot of fan service as well, but it's not on the PS2.
I know you don't play that mobile gacha. That's the number
No.
2 mobile gacha with the dudes
No.
in it, right?
No, I don't play.
Uh-huh.
I think.
Uh-huh.
I think that thing is.
Uh-huh.
What is that game
Do
called?
I need to call you out? What's your guilty pleasure? Go on and put it up there.
Oh, it's Muse Dash.
Muse Dash?
Muse Dash.
let's see
It
what
has
this
some. Like, this is a little bit of a side tangent. This is not on topic right now. But Muse Dash has a lot of fan service,
Muse Dash on the Switch?
especially with the character on this. Well, it's on.
It's this.
Yeah, it is on Switch.
This is that game I saw you play. What's up, Starlights?
Yeah.
I've seen you play this game
So-
before.
It has like a bunch of different types of characters that you can choose.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the costumes for some of these chicky-doos are a little bit risque. Let's just say that.
All right, well, we are approaching that time, so before we do, there is one game. There is one game I would like to bring up.
Yes, and I also have one final game to talk about.
All right, you go first. Do yours.
Okay. Sims 2 Castaway.
Wait, what's called Castaway? I thought it was just Sims 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
Sims
by the
2
way,
Castaway
I'm
is its
surprised.
own game. So this was based off of a DLC for the PC version, but because of the mechanics of like the PlayStation 2 versus PC at the time, they had to make a completely different style game. So Sims 2 Castaway is actually a survival game.
Huh.
So you start off washed up on the beach. So here. And you actually have to, well, you create your character.
puppers.
You can create a crew of characters too. Up to like about 4 or 5 people.
Mm-hmm.
And you start off with one person, and then you have to find the others if you create more than one person.
Huh.
You end up crashing your yacht. You end up washed up on the beach somewhere. Your clothes deteriorate to where it's basically just shredded edges and everything like that. So you're gonna have
your
to make
clothes
some
what?
new clothes.
I'm sorry, your clothes what? What?
Your clothes deteriorate.
Yeah.
Because excuse me, let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. Excuse me. Let me cook.
Mm-hmm.
It's because as you go around the forest, your clothes kind of get stuck in the thorns and everything. So your clothes do get shredded. So you're going to have to make some new clothes out of the materials that you collect. So you have to collect fiber, you have to collect wood, you have to collect all sorts of berries and stuff. And you even create some friends along the way, including some of the monkeys that are around the island. So if you befriend some of the apes that are around here, they will be able to gather resources for you. But it's all about building shelter, surviving, and as you go along, there's actually a mystery that you solve for the island itself. There's some like mystic ruins and stuff like that that you have to figure out how to go across. But yes, as you can see right here, this dude's clothes are tattered
So
right now.
So Stella,
Yeah.
guys and girls' clothes get tattered, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let me get that roast hand and that call out ready.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
ain't got nothing on me.
Nah, I know
You ain't got nothing on
you
me.
messed up when you said them tattered clothes. Yeah. You're looking at the
No.
them Sims.
You need to get the head out of the gutter.
I know
This
a
is-
lot. Look.
This is actually like some. Yeah, and your hair grows.
Oh, that's neat. So
They tried to show some realism here
I played.
because you're.
I played The Sims. And
Yeah.
anybody else I knew that played The Sims were a lot of girls. Ain't no damn way. My head is all in the gutter. So you got me. You got me last game. Until you mentioned them real close, then you go on and be real.
I'm completely innocent. What are you talking about? I am completely innocent.
All right. Okay. Is that why you have the giant death laser above us?
I plead the fifth.
But yeah. So Castaway, I never knew about. I did have Sims 2. I played the hell out of Sims 2. It was oddly a very interesting game. I never knew about Castaway. I knew about Herbs. Now I did know about Sims 2, or Sims Herbs, but Castaway I never heard about. So did this come to PS2? Well, yeah, of course it did. I got
yes,
PS2 game.
This was on the PS2. This was like it's like on the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube.
Yeah, quite a lot of people did not talk about this one because this is my first time hearing about it, so it's interesting.
Well, it's because it was considered a quote-unquote girls' game.
That's fair. That's fair. That is fair.
It wasn't very popular.
You know, which is weird because the only reason I got my claws on The Sims 2 was because a friend gave it to me. It was a guy. He was just like, yeah, man, you should try it. He didn't want it anymore. He let me have it. I played it, and I made BS versions of all the Kingdom Hearts characters and, enjoyed life in the city. It didn't seem all that bad to me after a while. Except I will never talk about Sims 3 again. Or the one where you could get the werewolves, because I got fuck them werewolves that kept attacking me. But keep going.
This game got me into other survival games like Ark, Survival Evolved, and like Conan Exiles and things like that.
Why's everybody
as
love Ark?
Grown into an adult.
Everybody love Ark Survival, but don't nobody play Path of Titans. Oh well, it's dinosaurs.
Well, you see, I like Ark because I like dinosaurs.
Path of Titans got dinosaurs.
What?
Yeah. You actually play as a dinosaur.
You play as the dinosaur? Wait, yeah. I think I played this before.
The only thing that sucks about it is there are other people that play as dinosaurs. So if you're a carnivore, you got to kill another player. Yeah.
Immediately, right?
So me and a bunch of herbivores been jumping them folks. But now Ark is a game I still need to get my claws on. I've had a couple of people want me to try it. I kind of wish I did know about Sims Castaway. So I never heard about that, but yeah, definitely a Sims game.
What I also liked about Sims 2 Castaway, especially on the PS2, is that you can directly control your sim.
Oh.
Instead of having to click to the point where you have to walk.
I've noticed from the way the camera looks on the game that I have on my screen, it is from an angle where it looks like you can control them. They haven't been pointing. So that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah. And it is multiplayer. From what I remembered, or was that from the no, this one's single player. The Sims 2, just the regular Sims 2, is split screen multiplayer
Okay
on the console version.
Now shoot, I like what I see. I'm gonna probably go look for this one. Like I said,
Definitely.
I actually enjoyed the Sims games. They were really nice. They were good games. I could chill. I would come home and like read manga and just let my Sims do whatever.
There was some really cool flavor text to this one.
All right. Well, I am going to end this.
Okay.
Well, we're going to end this with mine. And it's going to be with something I know you and I both have played. In fact, when I started hanging with you, it was the one game I mentioned first. Well, it was the second game I mentioned at the product number 3. And that is Nightshade.
Ah, yes. Nightshade.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I am going to pull up the video.
I freaking love Nightshade. Yeah,
the video I'm going to pull up for Nightshade. Why is that? Oh my God, I'm going to have to change that. So the live thing is the Rise Son of Rome thing. But Nightshade, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to just bring up the video I did with Stella here. She provided the voice for the intro. Yeah, Nightshade is a action PS2 game that is the sequel to the game Shinobi, and it is so much fun. Oh my God. I found out about this on XPlay, and I saw it at GameStop. I had to get it. I played Shinobi, and I really, really enjoyed it. And just geeking out with Stella one day, I was shocked to learn that she actually played the game too. Yep.
Oh, I was a major fan of this game. In fact, I wanted to dress up like her for Halloween.
I tried to... Oh, when I was a kid, I told my mom, I wanted to dress up as Shinobi. But I brought the Nightshade game in, and she looked at me like, son, the catches. I brought the wrong thing in.
Son?
But Hibana herself, so this is definitely towards the tail end of the whole edgy, silence protagonist era, except they did it with Hibana. Well, no, the guys were the silent, grouchy types. The girls were very sassy and standoffish, and Hibana is textbook sass. Like, legit.
What I really loved about this game was that it really gave me some Power Rangers vibes, too.
I never thought of that. Oh, no. I never thought of that.
Especially with the first level, like, with fighting the spiky dude.
He does look like a Power Rangers villain. Oh, God. They all look like them. I never thought of it like that. Oh, that's a neat way to think about it for the most part. But yeah, it is. This game, the story, arguably the story to me was a little bit better in this game than the first one. It was a lot easier to play than the first one. They fixed a lot of the damn mechanics. We had no long battle. No, she didn't have the long battle scarf, but I like how she had the little headband things that ran with her. Her outfit. Oh, yeah,
with the secondary and like pole animations.
Yeah.
It followed her motion. Oh, dude, I freaking loved that.
It really helped keep an eye on her character. Plus, I love that she
It also made her seem graceful in her movements.
Yes, actually. Especially because looking at the gameplay I'm seeing now, when she ran, there was like it felt like it was a tail light behind it to make up for the length of the scarf. So it did add some grace to it.
Yeah. It also made her feel fast.
It did. Oh my God. Yes, it did so much. Then you play as Hisui and she's running at like the speed of uncontrollable lights. I'm trying to think of where to put this because Shinobi and Nightshade are definitely two games I think people need to play because I loved when you like how you killed a number of enemies to do the tates. The girls had like several different poses they would do. And I think they could really go all in if they brought something back like this. These were something here.
Oh yeah. I absolutely loved this game. And I feel so sad that I can't find it in my collection right now because I think I misplaced it back in at my parents' place.
Fam, I got you, bird. You can borrow mine whenever you need to. This is...
Dude, we need to host like a
game night stream of us.
A vintage gaming day someday.
Yes. Speaking of the villains, they're up on my screen right now. These guys are such Power Ranger villains. But we definitely got to do something like that someday.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen,
we could take turns.
Yes.
If we die.
Yes, bro. Give it up. Give it up. We got to do it on the hardest difficulty.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody for coming out to BCN episode 7. Ran about 2 hours long. I'm going to have to stitch these together. So part of the stream did get cut off. So I will stitch those together and put them on the BCN page. And first of all, before I forget, big round of applause. Thank you, StellaNeko, for taking the time to beam down onto the street. A humble streamer like me doesn't deserve this.
Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good.
Oh my God, I keep forgetting.
It was a lot of fun.
I keep forgetting you have hands.
Yes, I do.
Oh my God, just hands. Holy crap.
Put your hands in the air like it just don't care.
When did this upgrade happen?
Oh, like about a month or 3 ago.
I feel like you showed me this and I completely forgot.
Yes.
It looks good.
Let's go ahead and let's start a raid.
Yes. Raid. You know what? Let's double raid somebody.
Ooh, there we go.
Let's see who is on and strong. Because we about to lay the friction on.
Those are paws.
Let's see.
Just because my fingerless gloves have paws on it doesn't mean that these are paws.
She's got paws. She put them paws on your lips.
You need to pause right now. These right here, these are really cool gloves, okay?
Okay, you know what? Somebody has a hype train going in Marvel Rivals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm gonna copy the name and I'm gonna put it in the
Okay.
Discord.
Sounds like a plan.
Hold on. I'm trying not to copy the.
But yes, I do want to thank you guys for checking out my stream as well. Thank you for just sticking with us. This is my first ever podcast style stream, so thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around.
Woo!
And also putting in your 2 cents on the topic.
Indeed, fan 2 cents. Like it may be a podcast. By the way, I've put it in there. I put it in text to voice, the name. But yes, this may be a podcast, but this is a live podcast.
Aw.
That was Epitaph. You two are awesome as ever. It only gets better from here. Thank you. Like this may be a podcast, but fans are welcome. Viewers are welcome to chime in. What is your favorite? In fact, I challenge y'all. What is your favorite PS2 game? Pull out your favorite PS2 game. Your favorite PlayStation 2 game that you get. And if you if you don't have it with you, look up gameplay, and I dare you to play 1 hour
Those
of
that are
it.
part of StellaNeko, please make sure to also go onto the Discord and discuss which are your favorite PS2 games.
Indeed, come into the
Maybe
Discord
we
and
might
discuss.
have a tier list later.
Oh, a tier list would be nice. Please do one. All right, so I got the raid ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so we're
So
gonna
who
do
are we
it.
going to be reading today?
I put their name in text to voice. Their name is
Okay.
I think it's Boss Chin, but it's Boys Chin. So we're gonna be raiding them today. Yeah, so let me know when you got your raid prompt up, and we're gonna like try to double raid them. They got a hype train going on.
Okay.
We're gonna feed into that, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go in
Alright.
here. We're gonna treat them with respect, and remember everybody, the world can only be a better place if you participate in it. Go outside, tell somebody what's up. The homie at your job, bro. Just dap
Alright.
them up.
Rev up your UFOs, guys, because we're about to start a raid.
Exactly. Rev it up. Rev it up.
In 3, 2, 1.
This is Dandelion and
Goodbye.
StellaNeko.